Spring cleaning 2024 versus what could be the 2025. We got the Deadpool shield. We got the Deadpool. We got both of them here. We don't have the Red Guardian, who will be appearing in Thunderbolts in a film coming and releasing very early on in May. That's what it is! Sorry, I just remembered, like, everything you're saying to me, why does a certain date ring a bell? And 3rd of May, Thunderbolts.
Oh. Well done.
There you go. So spring cleaning 2024 was a fun time, and you can see here we got 900k poolies for free. Why are you making this video, Rich? What's the point? It's just really getting you alert as to what was last year, what is this year, what games Kabam might play, and what Valiant's got last year, and Paragon players, and what your expectations can be tapered your I just said it and I've forgotten it. Expectations. Yes, exactly. Against that. So we know some facts. If you don't know already, we have got this following information. That we can earn 1.57 mil free pool shields to redeem in the store. In theory, yes. There is this thing here. Like, we're going to come... And we're going to talk about web store track free early milestones in a minute. Like, I feel that this is something we've talked about in the past with the weekly free milestone things. I think I've got up to I have actually. That's good. So we can do, as you can see here, daily free market points. So I think they're talking about this. So at this moment in time, maybe like hold off on them and then use them later on. Like we only use this, and we talk about this on the channel, for non-spending players. And of course, if you're spending as well, it helps out. But these free weekly market points will allow you to get up a milestone. In the past, they've given us free crystals. In the past, they've given us more free crystals. And maybe something else. I can't remember what they gave, but they gave something, okay? Also, make sure to get your weekly web store crystal. And of course, if you want a daily crystal, go grab a daily crystal, because that's what it's rare too. But you can collect 365. I've stopped collecting them nowadays. I should do, because I'm low on resource. So that's on me. Right, that's on me. My bad. My bad. If anybody remembers R-Truth and lines from the wrestling show. The WWE. Formerly WWF. But that's wildlife shit. So back to last year. What was synonymous about last year was this 900k poolies, and then what you could spend that theoretically on. If you've got that same kind of cadence going into a new type of event for 2025, then that is where you're going to have to go, well, how much am I going to need money-wise? Because it runs out of a point of non-spending into the spending territory, and then it becomes scary. Last year, you were able to get the following for 900k, therefore free poolies, which was 15,000 7-star shards if you choose bundle 1 and bundle 2 of there, and then you got some tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic, blah blah blah. Right, and this is great. Well done to Kabam, and thank you to Kabam for always allowing this to be free. But you have to kind of get an idea going into this event, which is a week out, by the way, what you want to get for free from this, especially if you're non-spending. If you're spending, we'll talk about that in a second. One of the bundles allowed you to get 30,000 7-star shards, and of course 27-star signature stones. This is Valiant, by the way. And if you get some other bundles, then you get some Paragon crystals, some Titan crystal shards, and some other piddly crap, which whether or not you're interested in or not. Then you had bundle 2, which you bought 6 times and got 3 mil gold, a load of tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basic, and some tier 6 class catalyst. Then on bundle 5, and this is probably the main one, at the time last year, getting tier 4 alpha, especially if you're a non-spending player, was pretty difficult. So getting one fully formed for 900k, a lot of players went this route, and especially with 10k Titan crystal shards for free. Yeah, this was something that a lot of players went. I actually thought that the poolies or spring cleaning 2024 was actually a pretty solid one, because it was factoring into the meta of it all. And also, if you are a spending player, you were able to capitalize and go up from that and grab some more things, which we're going to have a look at the moment. We're going to look at quickly on Paragon players. This was the various bundles, the front row offers, sorry. The Spring Cleaning Event 2024, aka front row offers, which looked a little bit like this. And of course, you did get the option if you're a Paragon and it seemed Paragon and Thronebreaker player because you've got the emblem there. That's weird that they gave out that for 900k, but anyway, is what it is. You got 1 to 2 rank up gems, so there was a good spread. But how you spread around your items that you wanted, again, that's difficult. That's a difficult kind of like thing. That's personable, isn't it, to each individual player. Getting different select. If you're new to Paragon and going, well, why do I need tier 4 alpha? I'm like not even kind of close to anything that was going to be helping out. Then of course you had your choices and your options. This is why when I put together my options and spreadsheets, and when I was talking about bundles, I was like, this may be the ideal option to choose to go up to Valiant. If you're close, this will, however, take all your poolies, but you can rank to a 7-star. So that if you were close to it, but if you weren't, and then bundle 2, this is 900k, 20 times the amount of 7-star shards and Paragon crystals. This means whatever it means. And then, of course, if you're focusing on different content, if you're doing a Necro push option, and then you could do that, buying 2 of these bundles, and ranking an inverted controls champ and another clearer could help to complete Necro, and more rewards equals Valiant. So that's kind of like the process to kind of get people thinking about what content going into the Red and Dead store, Red and Dead shared discounts. What are you working in? What are you working on? What is the plan for your content? Are you making something for Battlegrounds? Are you not? Are you trying to take on some content like the Ordeal or maybe Crucible? But to be honest, it's more Epoch of Pain. And then from a spending perspective as well, these are the crunch numbers, aren't they? The crunch numbers. Oh, you want to get Deadpool, okay, or Red Guardian or whatever. Well, last year, you needed 5 million poolies to get Deadpool. You needed 3.16 million poolies to get Wolverine. I'm sure there's somebody going like, yeah, and Rich, well, what's kind of like, what's the point? What we're trying to get into? Well, we're trying to get to the point of expectations. If it cost you $400 last year, it's probably going to cost you $400. Do you have $400? Well, have a look. If you really want to get what you want to get champion-wise, 7 stars, and it says here, buy and trade in enough Poolshields to collect an exclusive 7-star Red Guardian. So that's going to cost you maybe $400. Well, I could do this or this and save up some money, and then I'll kind of like do it. Yeah, okay. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you thinking about next week, thinking about what you actually want to get. What is going to make a difference to your account? Is a 7-star Red Guardian something you want? Okay, well, you might need about 5 million, not poolies, Poolshields in order to transfer. Maybe it's less. Hopefully, it's a lot less than what it was last year. But we've got to think about stuff. It's available on Summoner's Market, Web Store, Milestone Track, and Poolshields Tracker event. Similar to last year. And of course, similar to last year was the solo event that looked a little bit like this. So there's lots of things that are going to be coming. There's going to be lots of offers. There's lots of like in-game. There's going to be the web store. You'll probably find the better value at the web store. And also you're going to have to factor in your free amount of Poolshields. And I like my notes were that to complete all the milestones, it was 7 million poolies. So that's quite an extensive amount. Maybe, yeah, like, oh, sorry, that was, sorry, last year, I haven't got down the details of the 6-star. Sorry, that was a 6-star. $500 for a 6-star last year, $249 or $250 for a 6-star Wolverine. That can't be right. It must have been a 7-star. Well, it has been a year and depreciation happens. So imagine this year, this is something I want to compare off in next week, like, the value of things, like what is it, like is it going to be good? Also, what is a low end spend? Because as much as people might want to drop a load of money, you may want to like drop a little bit of money or a good amount of money. Well, I'm talking $99 worth, and go, okay, well, what does an Odin get me if I buy it in the web store, and what do I get back, and will it make a difference? Because if you're going, I've put 920k, obviously it's going to change this year, but if you go, let's take 1,570,000 and then you plus that by, let's go with 900k. The question will be, What does nearly 2.5 million Poolshields, what are they going to get me? And we'll find out that next week. And to the extent of how much you can get, what can you get, is there any point to going any further than the milestones? Because last year it was costly, but you were going for 6 stars, not 7 stars. And maybe not the rank up materials that you think are of value. So this year it will be tier 7 basics, it'll be Titan Crystal still, it'll probably be... Oh, would they put anything else spicy? No, probably tier 7 basics. We'll find out the cost of things. And anyway, that's been it for the video. What are your thoughts, hopes and aspirations and plans when it comes to the Red and Dead store dropping next week? I'm excited for it, but I'm excited for kind of creating content around it because I don't spend in game. So I want to find out what I can do and get away with and grab for free. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video, whatever and whenever that'll be. Have a lovely day and goodbye.